Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sitting down and breaking down the exact costs of what it cost me and Mimi to go to Koh Kood from Pattaya to Ko Chang. So Pattaya, Koh Kood, Ko Chang, 6-day holiday. And we're going to go through exactly the numbers. There's no B-roll in this, no fancy edits or nothing. Right, there's not going to be any clips. I've done vlogging there already, so go check that out if you want to see what like it is. I have ran down some of the costs in some of the videos, so some of you will probably already know this. But yeah, but in total, I think I go straight to total, right? Not right now. Right, I'll go back and have a look at this. I stayed in a place called Mark House Bungalow in Koh Kood. That cost me 6,390 baht. My taxi from Pattaya to Koh Kood cost me 2,500 baht. Now that's transfers and all that stuff included in that price as well. I was 2 days on Koh Kood. The motorbike cost me 500 baht, so it's 250 baht a day. Directly from the hotel I was staying at. Now the hotel I was staying at, they had canoes and all that sort of things you could have used for free. That's not too bad. They had swimming pool there, not too bad. You know what I mean? So it was quite a lovely place, to be fair. Probably one of the better places I've ever stayed in Thailand, but yeah. Right, so food, right? Because that's a big one. Food cost me 900 baht on Koh Kood. My beer price was about 1,000 baht, right? Now this is the big one, right? For now, the biggest expense in this one was actually the hotel. Now I could have found somewhere cheaper, to be fair, but we're on holiday. We deserve to live somewhere good, like, you know. So yeah, the hotel was probably the most expensive part of it, but that was alright. My beer prices, I probably already said, was 1,000 baht. Then we took a ferry from Koh Kood over to Ko Chang. That cost us 1,000 baht each because we sat in the VIP bit with the air conditioning. Originally it was 900 baht. Add on an extra 100 baht to that, then you get 1,000, right? And that's 2,000 each. So from there we went to Ko Chang. We stayed 4 nights. I stayed at the Tuk guest house. It's okay. The host there, Pancake, he's 100%. He's actually a really good host. It's probably one of the best hosting I've ever seen while I've been in Thailand. Not that I'm saying that anywhere else is bad, but this guy, he bent over backwards to make us happy, like, you know, figure of speech, you know. But yeah. He kept going on the motorbike, he kept going to get me cigarettes, beer, Samsung, all that kind of stuff. He was good. He was even taking me down the road to go get some fruit and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So you couldn't ask any better than that from someone, like, but I think it was just because of all the accommodation. I live in the farmlands, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of used to shoddy, I wouldn't say shoddy. I'm used to sort of roughing it up a little bit, right? We'll just say that, you know, but the rooms were nice. The only problem I had was the steps going up to the shower. If you were drunk, you're probably going to fall off them, right? So, luckily enough, I didn't have to go to the toilet in the middle of the night, and there was a big massive spider crawling up the wall, but Mimi took care of that for me because I'm a wimp. Right, so we'll get into the cost of this one. Yeah, Tuk guest house, really nice host. He was brilliant. He probably made that place even better, to be fair, than what it was. We rented a motorbike there for 800 baht for 4 days, so that works out about 200 baht a day, right? Yeah, and we rented directly from the hotel again. Now they've got copies of your passports and stuff like that. I generally would rather rent from a hotel that you're staying in rather than, or a guest house that you're staying in, rather than go to a motorbike rental, because you just do not know what's going to happen when you put your motorbike back, you know. there might be nothing wrong with it, and then they might find something wrong with it. Not that I'm saying that they would do that, but you hear these stories, people, likes of jet skis and stuff like that, kind of puts you off a little bit, like, you know. Right, back to the other costs. I was around about 1,500 baht for beer, roughly. I know I mentioned Samsung and stuff like that, and a couple of cocktails, so it might have been up roughly about 2,000 baht. Clothes, well, we had to get washing done, so about 350 baht. We did that twice, so it's 100 and you can work out. The taxi home, right? The taxi home was 2,000 baht. I was sharing with two other people, so they paid 2,000 baht as well. So I'm just breaking that cost down to whatever that would have been. So roughly about 4,000 baht, but I only paid 2,000 baht for me and Mimi to get back. Okay. There is cheaper ways. There is buses. There's multiple ways to get back and forth to the islands and stuff like that, and there is cheaper accommodation if that's what you want. This is just what I spent, okay, people. This is just what I spent. Now food, yeah, food on Ko Chang, probably. I'm just gonna guess, right? I did have it written down, but I can't find it here now. I'm gonna say food. Roughly about 1,500 baht, roughly about that for me and Mimi. There is a place just down from Tuk Tuk Guest House where they've just got a line of street vendors and food there. We went for a couple of meals in restaurants, but that wasn't even that much either, like, you know. So I did an elephant trek, and that was about 900 baht each as well. That was, yeah, 900 baht each. That cost us about 1,800 baht for the tours. There was fruit, water, got to ride an elephant, got to swim with elephants, got fruit, fed the elephants. They were quite happy. They didn't seem very much sad. Like, if an elephant's got to go mental, there's no way you got to stop it, is it? You know what I mean? So, yeah, technically, they could just walk away if they wanted to, I think. But be sure they are chained up that tree. That's anyway, it doesn't matter. Whether you think it's right or wrong, people, that's up to you. You know, you don't have to take part in these things, but they are there, and it kind of helps both of them, the people and the elephants, if you go to these things. I don't necessarily agree with it myself, but it is sort of thing that happens in Thailand. So I've done it now, so that's kind of way it has to be. That is the way you kind of have to look at it now. You know, I've done it, so shoot me. You know. We'll just get this right. We'll just get to the point here, right? Because this is what everybody really wants to know: how much exactly it actually costs. And I hate reading off of these script things because it doesn't feel like it's a real thing to me. But with all the costs and all the numbers I had to add up and stuff like that, people, we kind of just had to do it this way, just so to keep myself right and I didn't get anything wrong. So that would be giving you any false information, okay? So that's the elephant thing. We only did one thing there, and we went to a waterfall. Waterfalls, I believe, are all free. You can go check them out, but I wouldn't in dry season. So adding all that up together, the full trip came to 22,754 baht. I don't really care about 4 baht. Or if you want to know what that costs in the UK, that is roughly about £504. That works out roughly about £84 a day for us for 6 days. This is for 2 islands, 6 days, elephants, ferries, hotels, taxis, foods, drink. You know what I mean? Honestly, that's value, I suppose. You know what I mean? There is cheaper ways to do it. If you're a solo traveller, it's going to cost you half that. You know what I mean? So As I can say, really, people, is that I'll put that down. I'm not looking at that anymore. All I can say, people, is that Ko Chang and Koh Kood are completely different islands and have completely different feels to them. Koh Kood is a smaller island, Ko Chang is a bigger island, and Ko Chang's obviously got more on it to do. Not discrediting Koh Kood at all, but that's the way I feel anyway. Um, I will be going back at some point and I will be doing it slightly differently. We won't be doing elephant riding again. Done that once, not doing it again. Um, but yeah, I'll just add an extra because the transfer and that was all included in the ferry. I can tell you that the ferry from Tarat to Ko Chang is only 80 but per person if you're walking onto the ferry. There you go, people. I'm sorry I had to read off a phone, but there's no way I'm going to remember all that. It's up to you to think if it's value for money or not. At £500 for 6 days, I could have probably found cheaper hotels and stuff like that, right? But on islands, they kind of set their prices a little bit higher just because they've got to transport everything from the mainland to the island. I even noticed that 7-Elevens added on like an extra 10 baht or 20 baht here onto things, like, you know. It's just what it is. It's called shipping and transporting people. That's what happens. Anyway, peace, love, take care of yourselves, and thank you for everybody that supported the channel and has subscribed. There will be more to come eventually, but it's time for me to go home and relax for a little bit before I have to go back to Scotland and work again. When we're going to be back in Thailand, who knows, right?